It almost seems like Hollywood and sex scandals go hand in hand sometimes. In the most recent years, dozens of actors and actresses have come forward to the press with stories of sexual misconduct or sexual abuse happening on set, while traveling, and more. So many of our beloved creators have left the world of movies and television for the sole reason of one or more persons not being able to keep their hands to themselves. And Grace Van Dien's situation is no different. Grace Van Dien had a short tenure on the popular Netflix series Stranger Things. Grace played Chrissy, a doomed cheerleader from the start, and ultimately met her demise in the first episode of season 4. But that put Grace on the Hollywood rosters, which was great for her future acting career, just not her mental health and safety. Grace instantly became a household name, partly due to her appearance on Stranger Things and mostly due to her father and grandfather. Her father, Casper Van Dien, starred in dozens of movies, but most famously he was the one and only Johnny Rico in Starship Troopers. Her grandfather, the Golden Age star, was Robert Mitchum, who is most famously known for his roles in the 1958 Thunder Road and the 1966 El Dorado. The Van Dien name has been around for decades, so it doesn't come as a surprise that Grace would follow in her family's footsteps and live up to the legacy that was left for her. But unfortunately, after several B-roll horror films and some higher rollers, Grace's future in Hollywood is up in the air. Grace recently revealed that she does not have any future plans in Hollywood, and it's possible that she may not return anytime soon. Her sudden choice to quit acting stems from a recent film she was filming. Grace revealed earlier this year that she had quit acting after being approached by a film producer about doing a threesome with him. But it wasn't the film producer who approached Grace directly. No, the film producer in question hired a woman that he had already been sleeping with to approach Grace. The woman then approached Grace while on set to ask if she would have sex with both herself and the producer. This obviously put Grace in a peculiar situation. Her boss had just paid a woman to come ask her for sex, and he couldn't even do it himself? Huh? I guess he doesn't want to face rejection in the face. Or the most probable cause for this is he hoping to be able to refute the accusations if there is a backlash. The film producer put Grace into an extremely inappropriate situation, and it's possible Grace also feared being blacklisted from future endeavors, whether they were inside Hollywood or not. This is not the first time a film producer, director, manager, or someone with executive pull asked an actor or actress for. And you know what's also not uncommon to happen? These actors and actresses are being blacklisted from all future movies and television shows because they rejected the advances of their superiors. Whatever the producer's reasons for this may have been, it upset Grace. In a video the actress posted, Grace says, "So that's my boss, and I didn't do it, and I cried, and I was so upset." Since this incident, Grace has begun turning down roles and has instead turned to Twitch streaming. Her reason for the change was to protect her mental health, and if you think about it, her safety as well. What's even worse about this whole situation is that it transpired in front of Van Dien's castmate and co-star. In the video, Grace talks about her co-star's reaction and WTF moment. Together, the stars decided to take a walk and cry. Grace says, "We just had a miserable time. We cried a lot on that shoot." Van Dien also went on to state, "The fact of the matter is the last few projects I've worked on, I didn't have the best experiences with some of the people I had to work for." While she didn't go into detail about what these experiences were, each one clearly tainted her perception of the acting world and ultimately pushed her to her breaking point. Despite the upset this has caused Grace, she turned her love for video games into an amazing opportunity for herself. By being able to work from home and choose who she interacts with, Grace already has well over 293,000 followers on the streaming platform.
Ray's got
he has a
just suck and
classic.
Stop the plant.
She just won't plant it. She's rushing you.
Her content focuses on the live gameplay of Overwatch, Valorant, and more. Twitch began as a side hustle and a way for the actress to unwind, but it is now her primary career focus. Grace's experiences on Twitch have been a complete 180. Several friendships have begun developing with some of the community's biggest stars, such as Disguised Toast, Valkyrae, Sakuno, and Pokimane. Grace describes her experience while queuing up for a lobby as building her own cast. She knows who will act like whom, and it's almost like a television show with multiple multiple characters. Grace says that each stream feels like a sitcom.
Wow, I really love comparing it to sitcom. We should really have a sitcom of streamers now. You know, where we have like the local pub we all go to and just sit and talk. Yeah, I go to fan conventions almost every weekend now, and I mainly to meet people who connected with Chrissy, but also people who connected with me.
Complete with character development, relationship development, and friendship development. Van Dien never specifically states the movie name or the names of the film producer or woman who approached her. According to IMDb, Grace's last 4 films include the horror film Alaska and the 2 comedies Roach and Silver Star, all of which have not yet been released. And it's possible with some Googling and prodding around, you can figure out which film producers don't have the greatest repertoire when it comes to respecting workplace values, or women for that matter.
I've seen that some people are upset with me for turning down acting projects and deciding to stream more, but the fact of the matter is the last few projects I've worked on, I didn't have the best experiences.
Fans are extremely proud of Grace for not letting these negative situations affect her or allow others to pressure her into something that she doesn't want to do. The fear is real out there, and women, especially in Hollywood, have to protect their peace, mental health, and physical health. And speaking out about her own experiences will hopefully serve as a warning to those entering the acting world to stand their ground and protect themselves. No, advances are not illegal, but advances in a professional setting by your boss are wrong. If you're worried about never seeing Grace Van Dien on the big screen again, don't worry. The actress has quit acting for now. Van Dien assures fans and her manager in an interview that she will be taking a long break, but when she returns, she will be extremely selective with what roles she chooses to take on. Van Dien says in the interview she hopes to return to movies and television shows one day, and it will be on her terms, and possibly behind the camera. Van Dien directed the short film Monsters and Muses in 2020 and says she hopes to sell new projects in the future with more positive and appropriate workplace environments. She will be in charge of her own set and won't ask those who work under her to sleep with her. If you'd like to keep up with Grace on her newest venture, you can find her playing games or having chats with fans and other streamers under the name Blue Fee. That's all we've got for today, folks. Let us know what you think about this whole situation in the comments. Do you think the film producer was in the wrong? Do you think Hollywood's scandalous problem will hopefully be put to rest soon? Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on the way down. And as always, be safe out there.